going to be giving you a review on the Clean Air, Clear Stars event. That is it was a music festival that took place on 3 days this past weekend at Pappy and Harriet's up in Pioneer Town, California. And honestly, you know, I considered not doing a review on this event because I was only able to make it on Saturday tonight. And like I said, it's a 3-day festival. It went on Friday, Saturday, and it's going on tomorrow, Sunday. So I'm not going to be able to give you a full review of the event, but I'll be able to tell you about tonight. And it was so much fun tonight that I decided to talk about it because it was incredibly awesome. So first I want to just tell you that Clean Air, Clear Stars is an event that started 3 years ago, and it's an environmental awareness event. They chose up in Pioneer Town because there was a fire that just went crazy up there a few years ago, and you know, they just want to help people, of course, you know, take notice of the environment, or hopefully they do. So yeah, I've gone all 3 years, and I think the first year was really fun. The second year was not fun because it was really super cold. I mean, even with Black Rebel Motorcycle Club playing and everything, I just, you know, I was only able to stand a couple hours last year. So the weather this year was really great. They moved it down into September. It used to take place in October. And so yeah, they wanted better weather, and that's what they got this year. So I really want to just congratulate them on that because cold weather sucks. Anyway, I want to say that I went tonight because, you know, the Dandy Warhols are playing. I had other stuff to do this weekend, of course. But yeah, the Dandy Warhols were playing, and I was really excited to see them perform ever since I heard about it a couple months ago. And I know they're pretty big, so it was really fun to see them, and they obviously, you know, had a great time. I personally loved their light display. I have seen a lot of different bands at Pappy and Harriet's, but none of them have ever really had a light display like that, so that was fun to see. And I was really impressed when they brought out David J. of Bauhaus and also Love and Rockets. They performed No News, Tale to Tell, and so that was really cool. I was like, oh my god, you know. Honestly, throughout the whole night, they had amazing guests. And I also saw, let me see who it was. It was called Tree House, and they played with Robbie Krieger, who was a band member of The Doors. So that was really cool to see. They played a lot of Doors songs and everything, and you know, kept mentioning his name, and so that was interesting for me. And then I saw Spindrift, who I think they're from LA. Honestly, you guys, I just don't know that much about these bands. I know they're all from LA, or you know, most of them and stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, or you can mention whatever you want about any of the bands that you liked. But personally, I did like Spindrift because I remembered them from the first Clean Air, Clear Stars event, so I was happy to see them. They did a really great performance. Honestly, probably one of my more favorite bands that I've ever seen at Pappy and Harriet's. So they were fun. And then afterwards, I stayed for the acoustic performance, and that's where, let me see, what was his name? A guy called, I guess he's from a band called Early Dolphin. He honestly played forever, so I mean, he was cool and everything, and it was really relaxing music, but I was just like, okay, you know, I wanted to see Jay Aston, who is from Gene Loves Jezebel, and so it was just kind of disappointing when Early Dolphin was over, and then Jay Aston is up there, and I could hear this guy, you know, complaining, okay, you know, there's going to be a time limit for this, and I was just like, oh, man, you know, because I really wanted to see Jay Aston and also Nick Jago of Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. So yeah, I waited around, and eventually Jay Aston performed, and he was really fun to see. Honestly, really great personality, just for getting up on stage and doing whatever for the heck of it. He had some dancers the whole entire time that he performed, whether the song was fast or slow. He had dancers, and his hair was pink, believe it or not, or I don't know what color you want to call it, magenta or something. So he was really funny, honestly, to listen, and he was just making up, you know, words to his songs and stuff, so that was fun to see. And that was actually at a stage that was, and if you've ever been to Pioneer Town or you know anything about Pioneer Town, it's an old western set, kind of like in those classic movies, with all the buildings on the side, and there's just that big open pathway in the middle, so that was where the stage was for the acoustic performance, was actually in Pioneer Town. And I thought that was awesome because all the stuff that goes on up at Pappy and Harriet's, it's always in that little, you know, outside arena place with that stage, always the same area. So I was really happy to see actually see some bands perform in the middle of the set. Now the people who live there obviously weren't that impressed. You know, they were supposed to play until 3, but they came out and said, you know, we want you to be out of here at 1. So that was kind of a letdown, and actually Nick Jago didn't get to. Actually, I didn't stay long enough to see him, but I'm not sure if he got to perform on the stage or not. So, but it was really fun to have Jay Aston playing on the stage there, so that was cool. So yeah, I think the highlight for me was just all these different guest performers coming and performing. It was amazing, and on top of that, it was free admission. Believe it or not, I mean, they got enough money from all of their sponsors to have a free admission this year. I mean, to see the Dandy Warhols and all these different performers tonight, I was just like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. So yeah, that was cool. I want to give a quick shout out to their sponsors because I know they were a major, you know, that was why they were able to have free admission this year. So yeah, let's see, we have 88.9 FM KXLU Los Angeles, who presented Clean Air, Clear Stars, the 3rd Annual Global Cooling Music Festival. We have Beat Records, Swing House, which is in Hollywood, We Love Creative, Global Inheritance, which you can go check them out at globalinheritance.org, Monster, you know, the energy drink Monster, Spaceland, which I think, I've never been there personally. I think I've been to the Echo, and I know that the Echo is somehow connected to Spaceland, so all you LA folk, you know, you can probably fill me in on that if you want to. We have Soundcraft, something called the Committee to Keep Music Evil, Custom Made Music. That's what we have. Oh, we have TP Records. And that's all I see on here for now. So yeah, anyway, I just want to give a shout out because this is honestly one of the first music festivals like this that I've ever been to up there that's been free admission, so that's super cool. And on top of that, the crowd's always fun to see. I'm from the desert, you know, so I go up there all the time, up to Pappy and Harriet's and Joshua Tree and things like that. So you know, we don't have a lot of people who dress like the LA kids that come down here, so I think that's another highlight of the event for me, is just to see all these different hippie kids or hipster kids. Don't get mad at me for saying that. But if you know, you're from here, from the desert, you don't see kids dressed up like that. You know, the girls with the dresses and their boots and tied with the, you know, that kind of hippie style. So that's also pretty. They're cute, like cute outfits. I like seeing that stuff. It's a little different compared to other festivals that go on at Pappy and Harriet's. I know there's something coming up called the Manimal Festival. I don't know if any of you guys are going to check that out. I think that's a bunch of LA bands too. So I've never been to that. I'm not sure what kind of crowd shows up for that. So that's going on. Anyway, so Clean Air, Clear Stars was just, it was so fun this year. It was super cool. I just want to give a shout out to Tommy Dietrich. I've talked to him before about the event, you know, events that have gone on in the past. So I just want to congratulate you and all the other people who helped put the event together, and just say it was really awesome. It was very impressive. So I hope we can, or you guys can do something next year. I don't know if you'll be able to reach free admission again, but hopefully with these random shout outs, it'll be able to happen again next year. So yeah, anyway, check out Clean Air, Clear Stars, you guys. Super fun crowd. Fun stuff. Alright, thanks. See you later.
Know it's time to go. You know it's time to go. Oh, he's bleeding. My man is bleeding. I saw a bleeding man, he told me I was awesome. I saw a bleeding man, he told me I was awesome. But he talked in the plural, which kind of fucked me up a bit. He said, "You guys are awesome." I thought, does he mean Joel?